guys, welcome to chapter 7. This one is about putting a business idea into practice, and you're here with me, AARevision. So the definition for this is a document that sets out what the business is, what it does, what it wants to achieve, and how is it going to do this. So with all plans, you generally have to know what you're going to do. So if you plan to go out tonight to a birthday party, you've got to plan what you're going to wear, what you're going to do with your makeup, what you're going to buy, what you're going to bring, and so on. So it's just a list of things to cover everything that you've got to do. But with a business, you talk about the finance. The finance is the main point of this. So that's why I've put that in capital letters. So the main point of a business plan is to help obtain finance. So if you want to set up a business, you're going to have to go to a bank usually in order to borrow a sufficient amount of money, which is helping you to obtain finances. And the bank isn't just going to be like, oh, okay, you've just got a plan, I'm just going to give you the money. No, they're just going to completely look through your plan, know if you've got everything that they need in order, and if your plan and if it's vital, if it's going to work, if your business is going to succeed. If it's not and they feel as if this doesn't, then they might not help you, allow you to borrow money, and that same thing goes to everyone, I suppose. So that's the first purpose. It helps identify strengths and weaknesses in the business idea. So you need to know what part of your business is more strong. What if you forget that you forget to put on your socks before you put on your shoes for when you go out tonight? The same thing. So imagine you forget a key point, which is I don't know, you didn't talk about your marketing plan. And so it helps you identify what you need and what you don't need. It highlights financial risks involved. So if you're going to end up making a loss, they help you sort of point it out and they help you plan the business. And that is pretty much essentially what a business plan actually is. So, constructing your business plan. So, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 little things that you need to know. Executive summary. This is a brief overview of your whole plan. So, it is basically designed to give you a whole view of what the business is all about, and to persuade the people who are reading them to keep reading on about what it is. Your business and products. So it's it sets out your vision for new businesses, and it includes who you are, what you do, and what you have to offer, and the market you want to actually address. And it should actually include important information about what the nature of the product is, what will make it special, and what the competitive advantage of your products is. Your markets and your competitors. So you need to explain about the market, the customers you're targeting. So, and you should also look about your competitors. So how the market might change, and how might your competitors react if you charge a lower price, etc. The marketing plan, which is describing the specific activities you intend to do to promote and sell your products and services. So it has details about your pricing strategies, which I covered in chapter 6, I believe. Organizational skills, so human resource involved, so it helps identify your strengths and the plans to help you deal with any sort of weaknesses that you might find in your business. The production plan, yep. So it helps you produce and deliver your products and services. So with this one, it's details about your premises and the equipment that you might need, and it also helps to explain what inputs are needed about your suppliers and other things that help you, how you're going to produce your products, basically how you're going to make them, what you're going to do, how you're going to pretty much everything to do with production, basically. Financial forecast. So this is the most important one. Let me stress that out to you. This is literally all the math stuff that we did previously. That is it. That is your key element to your business plan. So like I've mentioned here, so the cash flow, break-even analysis, and an income statement, you need to have those, because it helps you helps the business and them lot see what you're trying to get into. So your finance is your most important, to help you see how many profits and what your profits and sales is going to be like. That is the key to any business, usually, unless you're going to non-profit motives. Charities are non-profit motives, but their aim is to make sure that they manage to get as many people to help them out. So everything just basically has a main point to it, but usually it is profit motive. Existing sources of finance. So they need to know what money you have right now. So say if you've been working since you were 16 and you have an income of £90,000 saved up, then this is the money that it's like your own equity, your own money. So owner's equity, like we talked about previously. And or if you've got friends and family to help you out, they need to know what sort of money that you currently have. Advantages of a business plan. So it allows you to think very carefully about every aspect of your business. So you pick out everything, you know what you're like, with my little example of going out tonight, which I'm not actually doing, I'm revising, as you all know. You should all revise, you shouldn't really go out right now. Just saying. Well, you can if you want to, but you know, we've got exams in 5 days. Well, I've got this exam in 5 days. So, back to the point. You think very carefully about every aspect of your business. So you need to know like what it is that you need to do and what you don't. It just helps you pick out what flaws you have and what you don't. So you may come across things that you have not previously thought about. So that links in with the first point, that you don't know if, like say you forgot to buy a birthday present for tonight. So it sort of like helps you plan out things you sort of forgot. It can be crucial in convincing potential investors or lenders that your business idea is brilliant. That is your whole point. You need to like convince them that your business is going to succeed. It's going to make profits. Everything is going to be splendid. Splendid. Who uses that word? I haven't used that in ages. Disadvantages. So it's all a forecast and it doesn't really guarantee anything. So everything that you're writing about, you're just planning. You don't know what it is. You can't be accurate about the future and how much money you're going to make, how much losses you're going to make. Usually businesses 90% or 60%. I think it's 90. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. But most businesses fail. Like 1 out of 7 or 1 out of 9 businesses fail in the first run. So it takes time for your business to actually succeed. And it's difficult to predict consumer behaviour and reactions of competitors. So you don't know if your consumers or your customers are going to buy your, what example should I use this time? Your textbook. Yeah. They don't know if you're going to buy your textbook. They might go to your, what's it called? What is it? Your competitors. Why am I losing my words? I always lose my words in every video. Basically. So like your competitors might charge a cheaper price for your textbooks, and therefore you never know, like a new market might pop up with new textbooks and your consumers, your customers might actually head over there. So you don't actually know, you can't actually forecast about their own mindsets of customers. So cash flow forecast. Enter funny lane quote. No, this was in a textbook and I thought this was pretty interesting. I don't know about you, but it's nice to know. So an oil to an engine, without it, the business or the engine will seize up and grind to a halt. So you need an oil in order to run an engine, and with business you need money, basically. You need cash. So a cash flow forecast is an attempt to look at the cash flows of in and out of business over a period of time. So if there's more money in your business than money out, then you've got a positive cash flow, and if there's more money out than in, then you've got a negative cash flow. Usually, like with my example here, the total inflows is the total money that's coming in, so it's like 8,000, 7,000, 10,000, 10,000, blah blah blah. The outflows, it says it's 16,000, 14,000, 7,000, 7,000. So you know in January and February you're making a loss. But as you can see, every month usually if your business is going to succeed, you're going to make a loss. You need to make sure that you can cover for this. So they're in a negative cash flow in January, and in February they're in a negative cash flow. In March they're in a positive cash flow. A little warning, if it's in brackets it means it's minus. So it's minus £7,000. Whereas if there's no brackets, then it doesn't mean you're in a minus, basically. And that's it, guys. Unit 1 is complete. I have covered everything, and I think this is all covered in about an hour. And to be honest, if you can look through all these videos in an hour, you're gonna be fine. So make sure you subscribe, and I shall be doing Unit 2 Business Studies probably next week, so stay tuned for that, and good luck with your exams, guys. You're gonna ace it if you're watching my videos, trust me. And if you want my notes, be sure to message me, or well, drop a comment below and I will send you an email with all my notes. So it's a lot more detailed. There's about 40 pages or so. So good luck, guys, and goodbye.